It's snowing! Yay! Probably shouldn't have gone out, I slipped. So yeah. Even though that was bad. I kind of like this. Originally I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting because of like what's going to happen. Because I'm going to say this because, again, with Netflix, I do watch the trailers for some of these because some other stuff I don't. Hence why I don't know what's in the spoilers. Which is basically this sort of like snow-like thing is coming down and people are dying. So with that, it's what's going on and learning about it is really interesting. Learning about what's going on, what's happening, who to trust, who not to trust. I like that because it's very much of a social thing. Of like when you had most of the technology, at least technology with like this, with batteries, etc., learning who to trust is really interesting, and I think this does really good at that. Definitely when you're sort of learning when to snow and learning what the rules and this and that and learning what's going on is interesting. I like that. I do like that. The one thing which I do like spoiler wise is essentially it eventually sort of like for most of it you sort of have it, but at a certain point, because I thought it was going to be that period, like this thing is here throughout most of the show and it will just exist, maybe season 2 will just deal with it. But one, we deal with another thing, which is these giant creatures that are also having a thing. You're also getting it across more than what you think, because obviously being a town with like no way to communicate besides like sort of like a radio, which is no one's really responding. You think it's just the town. No, you get a whole part of like the country, I think, affected. I don't know if it's the entire country or like a huge part of it. Because like that notice where like it's bigger than what you actually think it is, alongside learning about the creatures and then doing the whole thing, is terrifying, but still interesting. But yeah, this is fun, and I definitely 100% recommend for you to watch this. And yeah, ta-da, ta-da, yeah. And then another Moriarty the Patriot, because it's cool, and I haven't talked about this clearly enough. Clearly there's not too much minutes of this, but yeah, this